welcome to
most of the jobs this year doing are jobs that were awarded years back before the inception of this administration in 2023. Like you rightly pointed out, the government got it fit in order to expand Abuja, create more cities. Here is called A11 Guzape. And so I believe because of lack of funding, it was stalled. But we felt that the only way we can create or make people to develop is to create infrastructure. Remember that like Maitama 2 was awarded more than 10 years ago, and people who have property there could not have access to their property. And we felt that we are getting more congested, that they need to create infrastructure in Maitama 2. Today, by the grace of God, the President Council has awarded that job for the provision of infrastructure, their infrastructure. So what we are doing here is the same thing, so as to create more opportunities for people to carry out their business opportunities. So there's not a particular budget. The normal thing that has been done, job was awarded 6 years ago, and this plots have been allocated for more than 7 years ago. And so it's our duty, even though we are not the ones who awarded it, but to contribute to our government is a continuum. That way we look at it.
Excellency, with this expansion and rapid development of this area and expansion, what will happen to the villages such as the Kobe that are sharing boundary with these places?
Mind you, any village that is affected, we are always compensated. Like the one in CO1, Guzape village. They were trying to relocate them. Compensation has been made, and that job was awarded to Gilmore Engineering Company. So we don't just compensate them, we also relocate them.
Okay. Aside from this special, sir, ground rate deadline has expired today.
Yes.
What is the next about that?
Just watch what will happen from tomorrow.
Okay. Your Excellency, I would like you to also comment on the notice of school closure that was issued by the FCT Secondary Education Board. I mean, a lot of people were surprised that you didn't give that approval, but yet went out.
Well, you know, in a system, sometimes you get baffled, and that's why it's important for you to be current. I was watching television last night, and I saw a scroll that FCT has directed that schools should be shut down, and I couldn't believe it, and I had to call the Mandate Secretary of Education. And of course, he couldn't reply, and then we had to get to the details, and even got to know the circular that was given to all the schools without our approval. And I know that we have a Security Council meeting today, and I called the Commissioner of Police, and I called the State Director of SSS, who they said it's not in the agenda, and there's no way, we don't have such a threat that will make us to go and shut down the school. So because of that, the Mandate Secretary of Education has been suspended indefinitely, and the directors who are involved would be sanctioned according to civil service rules. But you can imagine how people could take such decision without the head of the place knowing. And it's very unfortunate.
Maybe they did it in anticipation of a possible closure.
How could you have taken such action in anticipation? I mean, if I cannot even do that without letting the president know. This is the FCT. Do you know what that tells? That there's a security in the FCT. Kaduna has never shut down. And Nasarawa has never shut down. Kogi has never shut down. So how will you say we are threatening? The security do everything they can to make sure that the schools are ongoing. But has have to roll. We will not forgive anybody who's involved in this.